right, it is October 10th, 2025. Whoop, yep, I'm still alive. It is approximately 9:33 a.m. on that eastern side, but y'all know we done flipped them poles, so it might be western. But then again, I don't know. I'm D'Amica, and it's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth, okay? All right, how y'all been? How y'all been? All right, hopefully y'all been good. Hopefully y'all been good. Hopefully y'all been great. And if you haven't, hopefully you're learning your lessons within, right? Everything is not going to be good. Everything is not going to be great. Everything is not going to be positive, right? We got to have the both, the negative and the positive, all right? But unfortunately, this realm has been moving too much in the negative. So that brings me to my book called hashtag Reverse the Negative. Yep. I'm an author. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am also one of your top life force generators. And I'm also the CEO of Life Force Gen Z LLC. Bam! This is my book. It's called hashtag Reverse the Negative. D'Amica, no need for the last names. Trying to figure that out myself. We ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole, but we might. This is me. So this book is called hashtag Reverse the Negative. We're going to go ahead and read another random thought. If you would like to check out poems or haikus that I've already read, or just check out other transmissions, go ahead and check out the other videos, no pressure. Okay, so the last one we read was Belief is Power. This one is called Dinner is Served. Don't let your food get cold while watching someone else's plate get served. Hot and ready. What the universe has for you is for you. It's your truth that makes the status quo tremble. Ashe. Dinner is served, baby. Don't you ever forget that, beloved. Right? You are the status quo that makes everything tremble. All right? Much love to you. Much love. All right, so the book. You're going to know it's my book because it's very poorly edited and I don't have any page numbers in my book. Once I get it back on Barnes & Noble, then you'll be able to purchase the book. Right now, me and Barnes & Noble, or I, have to buckle down and figure out what's going on with that whole situation and get the book back out on the platform. I call it my Bible. So y'all just got a passage out of my Bible called Dinner is Served. All right, so before we, tap into some tarot, go ahead and comment below your zodiac, okay? Go ahead and comment below your zodiac, all right? We're definitely going to tap into some tarot, but we also have to welcome in the spirits, okay? I like to welcome in the spirits by ringing the bell and then allowing them to come on in. We got the door open already. Got the door open. Allow them to come on in. Use me as a vessel to tell their truths. They know that there's no lies here. There's always truth here. Whichever perspective you want to see the truth on, or if you're just here for the entertainment, the education, or the storyline, welcome. But they're going to welcome themselves in. Just believe and know that they're coming in with their truths. However you perceive it is how you perceive it, beloved. All right. All right. Let's get this bell rung, babies. Welcome them in. I can already feel the excitement. And this is the easiest form for them to come in, through energy and having someone else be their vessel to tell their truth, right? You have to be strong enough not to take any emotion into it. Ooh, wee! I had to learn that. I was getting toe up out here and not even realizing that the whole battle was self. It was me. It was me, nigga. All right, here we go. We welcome all energies and life forms at this time. All spirits, energies, and life force at this time come through with your truth, not ours. Come through with your truth. There's no judgment here. There's only allowed to be truth here so that we are able to move forward. But we know that in order to move forward, we must look in the past sometimes. So bring forth your truth so that we're all able to move forward on whatever frequency and level we are on. Ashe, 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 ashe. My team lost last night. Philadelphia, you see it. I wore this all day. Big old chain, you know me, Philly. We gonna represent. Plus I'm a Leo. I ain't got no choice but to represent. We lost 17-34. Shout out to the New York Giants. Y'all did y'all thing. I ain't even know what type of team I was looking at out there. So I'm glad you all welcome in the energy of your hometown. You welcome in the energy of winning. I ain't want to get into the politics of it. I'm going to leave that for y'all out there. We going to tap into some tarot over here. I'm going to stay in my lane. All right, baby. So you already know the first tier, the first portal that is open is going to be the portal that the storyline is based off of, okay? All right, so we're going to pull from community helpers, emotions, entities, legal laws. Yes, we are. We're going to pull from that deck, okay? And then however it plays out, it plays on out. All right, so thank you. We've already welcomed you in. We just want to thank the spirits, right, that are surrounding us, allowing these messages and these transmissions to flow through. Right? We want to thank you that are viewing and allowing yourselves to be a part of this energy, right? Be careful to cleanse yourselves after any and all transmissions that you deal with, right? In life. Any and all people that you deal with in life. Any and all interactions that you have any type of involvement in, cleanse yourselves the best way that you know how to, right? You know what's great and what's good and what's not for your body, your mind, and your soul. And your spirit, right? All right. Break free from the cage, baby. Shed that old skin. All right. All right, so let's get to the bottom of the community helpers and let's see how we're going to come out that way. All right. So there's nothing there. Let's turn it around. Let's get to the bottom of things. We got federal question jurisdictions, okay? Federal question jurisdiction. Cases arising under the Constitution, federal laws, and or U.S. treaties. Okay? So this one we're going into, all right, legal law area. So we got legal laws coming on out. All right? So wonderful. Let's, so we got Lake Tahoe. We got Lake Tahoe, and then we also have San Diego. Okay, so Lake Tahoe, largest alpine lake. Check the casinos, as above, so below. You have 2 million years active. Lake Tahoe has been active for 2 million years. As above, so below with all of these, okay? You have San Diego, a border with Mexico. Historic heart of San Diego is haunted. You got San Diego Zoo, Balboa Park, Botanical Gardens. All right. So cases are arising under the Constitution, federal laws, or U.S. treaties. Could it be surrounding Lake Tahoe, the casinos? Okay. Could it be involving what's happening under Lake Tahoe? What happened under Lake Tahoe? Typically, lakes are man-made, and they have covered up something, right? Okay, so then we also have San Diego, which is in California. I was about to say Florida. Somebody help me. Okay, so we got San Diego, which is in California. We got San Diego Zoo. It also mentioned the historic heart of San Diego, Botanical Gardens, Balboa Park, and the border with Mexico, okay? So federal questions are being asked about, this is what I'm perceiving from this. Federal questions in cases are being brought up, right? Dealing with the Constitution, the federal laws, and U.S. treaties involving San Diego, the area within the specific areas that we just named on these portals, right? And Lake Tahoe. Okay. Planet's most momentous extinction event, 250 million years ago. So the planet's most momentous extinction event was 250 million years ago. Okay? There could be cases out there evolving and revolving around this right here. Planets that are encapsulated were trapped in nets, okay? Breaking free from nets, okay? Before we get into that, let's look that up really quick. I'm curious. So you got planet's most I'm going to pause this. I'm going to type it in, and then I'm going to come right back. Be right back. Okay, so if you already know what this event is, that's amazing. Put it in the comment, okay? So what was brought up was the Permian Triassic Mass Extinction Event. All right. The Permian Mass Extinction Event, also known as the Great Dying, occurred approximately 250 million years ago. This event is the most catastrophic mass extinction in Earth's history, wiping out 90% of all species on Earth. What? Excuse me. The extinction is attributed to a combination of factors, including severe volcanism, volcanoes, climate changes, and possibly a collision with a comet or asteroid. The event is marked by a sharp decline in the diversity of fossils, indicating a sudden and widespread loss of life. The extinction event is significant as it provides a snapshot of the potential consequences of climate change and the impact of human activities on the planet's ecosystems. Y'all already know I'm going to put this in the description box so we can go a little bit more in depth on your own. You should already have your notebooks and your pens available. I'm pretty sure you do. But if you don't, go ahead and pause this video, because you have the opportunity to pause it, and go grab your notebook and your pen and then press play again. I'll still be right here. All right, so that was info on the planet or plane's most momentous extinction event, which was 25 million years ago, y'all. Woo. All right, so remember, federal question jurisdiction. We got cases arising among the Constitution, federal laws, or the U.S. treaties. We have these current coordinates right here. Okay, 36.6 degrees north, 112.14 degrees west. All right, federal questions involving underground tunnels. All underground tunnels are destroyed, okay? All underground tunnels are being destroyed. That's what I'm getting from that. So you got federal questions, or you have the Constitution maybe in a frenzy because they know that this collapse is happening, okay? There's an underground network that you may not or may be aware of. I'll look it up and then I'll put it in the description box, okay? But I'm pretty sure you could just type in any of your search engines and put in underground tunnels. All right, so we got federal laws and stuff around the underground tunnels that's being questioned, okay? You got Africa and Middle Eastern, and then you also have Sumerian. So you have federal involvement around those who may be from Africa or Middle Eastern. In particular, the federal laws around Egyptians, Hittite, Sumerian, West African, Yoruba, Mesopotamian, Canaanite, and Persian, okay? Then on the flip side, you had Sumerian, and I wrote a couple of names down, okay? Questioning involving the pantheon consisting of gods and goddesses, okay, which play a significant role in ancient Mesopotamian civilizations. So like Enki, Enlil, and Nana, okay? No disrespect to these deities, gods or goddesses, okay? We are bringing light to what may be happening surrounding them, okay? There are specific attributes and powers that they have obtained, okay? They have roles in multiple domains. There are origins of the universe. Ninhursag, Utu, Ninurta, humanity out of clay, and the breath of life. Sumerian magic caused illusion among many. Okay? So there are some, what you have to understand, overstand, and understand is a lot of these entities are living through us. Right? Whether it's Sumerian, Babylonian, Greek, all of what happened, what I learned was this is all one timeline. When it became timelines with an S was the multi-universes being built off of copying planes off of copying galaxies, copy and paste type situation, right? So what I'm getting from this is, in today's world, you have those who are claiming to be Sumerian, Egyptian, Mesopotamian, Hittite, Yorubian, Canaanite, Persian, West African, okay? And they're being questioned now federally and universally, right? Because the federal court has to answer to the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation answers to whom? And then they answer to whom? So it's a hierarchy that we're going through right now. And a lot is being questioned at the moment. So we have a karmic alchemist that is in this energy that is being questioned, right? So if it's one, then there's many that are being questioned. Take it how it resonates, okay? They are on a quest to death, all right? They are very satanic. They have no inner growth. They can do weather manipulation. They transmute illusions. They have no purification. They are chaotic. They are of war and conflict and chaos to create the war, to create the problem, to have you coming back type of situation, like a narcissist type of situation. And they're into spell work and dark magic, very heavy. Okay, if it don't apply to you, then let it fly. If you know it's you, then let them feathers get ruffled and do the work that you have to do to correct this, right? Because now we got federal questions being involved. Right? Constitution, U.S. treaties. Okay. Portal number 8. We have these following coordinates. This is in New York, I think. Fort Ticonderoga, New York. 44 degrees, 32 miles north, 73 degrees, 20 miles west. Fort Ticonderoga in New York is being questioned, or maybe being questioned, or involved in some type of questioning with the federal court system, okay? Those coordinates. We have, I'm looking at Na Pali Coast in Hawaii. You were looking at Mount Everest, okay? So with Mount Everest, we got K2, as above, so below, with both of these entities, okay? We have K2. We have victims of all levels. Altitude causes sicknesses, okay? There are dark cults surrounding and inside of Mount Everest, okay? The highest mountain in the world paid substantial funds to sacrifice. So they're being questioned, or they're involved in questioning, right? You have Nepali coast in Hawaii. I was about to say New York. It's inaccessible, okay? As above, so below. They also have dark cults, okay? Cliffs rise 1,200 meters above Pacific Ocean, northwest of the Kauai, K-A-U-A apostrophe I. As above, so below. That was portal 9. Here go portal number 10. All right. If you're uncomfortable with hearing this, then I think you should leave the transmission. Right. The last thing you want to do is be uncomfortable with hearing something, and then it affects your day and your life. I'm speaking from experience. Learn your algorithm and stay on your algorithm. Okay. Portal number 10. Roe versus Wade, abortion. So we got federal questions surrounding abortions. Okay, what I know I have a question I would like to ask within this moment. What do you do with the fetuses? How are they disposed? A lot of conspiracy theorists say things like, well, maybe they're using the body parts, especially of the infants, the most purest. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I had a few abortions myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging anybody for whatever choices you made. The questions I'm asking is, well, what do you do with those fetuses? We got portal number, what's this? 11 coming up. They never loved you. Okay, they never loved you. Came out. So maybe cases arising around this around the Constitution, the federal laws, and the U.S. treaties. Maybe someone who claimed they loved you is being questioned, or going to be questioned by the feds or the court system, and this is telling you that they never loved you because, well, maybe they did something dirty or grimy to you, manipulative to you, deceptive. Okay, we got portal number 12. Become reliable. Okay, with this federal question jurisdiction and in life, be faithful, be consistent, and be trustworthy. Right, but when it comes with the law, federal law especially, we ain't talking about this like penitentiary type of work right here. This ain't like the correctional facility. None of it's right to go to, but it's an opportunity for you to learn your lessons within, right? Be faithful, consistent, and trustworthy with you changing, right? With you telling the truth, with you not holding on to anyone else's truth but your own. What they say, snitches get stitches, snitches get stitches. My tell, I'ma tell on you. You best believe it. What? I wish I would be down. Nigga, 578068109 is the social. May 25th, 1982 is the birthday. I don't know, I just made that up, but I'm just saying. What? And then the final portal that we're going to open for the community helpers, emotions, entities, and legal laws is the Six of Swords, okay? So cases, federal question jurisdiction. You're journeying from troubled water to calmer shores. All right. You're on a transition. You're moving on. You're letting go. You're leaving difficulties behind. There's a mental transition happening, especially if it's involving federal court cases, the Constitution, or the U.S. treaties. Okay. You're moving on. You've let go. All right, and you're journeying from troubled waters to calmer shores. Enjoy that ride, beloved. I'm proud of you. All right. So let's go ahead and put the community helpers on away. We're going to put them away, okay? We thank them for coming on out. We had a few coordinates that came out today. A few coordinates. Okay. Well, this is on another note. You know how I'd be like, for example, it's 9:57 a.m. on the eastern side, but we done flipped them poles, so it might be western. I don't know. I'm gonna put it back in the community helper though, because it was a portal that I was just looking at. It was the one on top. It would have been portal number 14, but you know we're going to keep it at 13. We're going to keep it at 13 portals. Okay, we keep them over here. Okay, so now let's hop into family. Okay. Let's see what family members are in your energy. All right. Could these family members be being questioned? Remember, you always got to remember the first portal that we opened up. Could these family members be being questioned by the federal law or federal jurisdiction or whatever is going on with the Constitution? Whichever level you're on, okay? Whichever level you're on. Could these family members know of those being questioned? Right? Let's get to the bottom of it. All right, who we got there? So we got a great grandmom, a great grandpop on your mom's side. So your great grandpop on your mom's side, if he's still even here, there could be questions of involving something involving your great grandpop on your mom's side. You know what I mean? Get to know your family maybe, or no. Or no. It depends on how comfortable you feel. Alright? Let's see what else we got in the energy. We got great grandpop on your mom's side. You got your uncle-in-law who could be getting questioned by the feds, or know of someone being questioned by the feds. Okay? You got your sister-in-law, okay? Your sister-in-law is here. The energy of your sister-in-law, okay? Could be getting questioned by the feds, or could know of someone being questioned by the feds. Are you getting ready to be questioned by the feds? It could be good or bad, you know what I mean? You got a karmic husband in the energy who could be getting questioned by the feds, or could be knowing of someone being questioned. Karmic husband energy represents a supernatural force. Very deceptive, controlling, no support, very jealous, confused, imbalanced, chaotic. Read Isaiah 54:17. Controls your dreams and your visions, okay? Over sexual, no connection, just illusions. So those are your 4 family members that came out. We're only going to do 4. Mm-hmm. I finally finished. We're getting ready to pull out Zodiacs, star and solar systems, and planes, constellations, the whole thing, right? I finally finished taking notes on the 88 constellations that I was studying. So I'm going to integrate them inside of here as well. All right. All right, let's get to the bottom of the zodiac. Okay, ain't nothing there. We got a Libra. It is your season. We got a Libra that could be getting questioned by the federal court system, or know of someone getting questioned. Libra, all Libras, or everyone within. Remember, you have every planet within you. Right? That's no doubt. You have every planet within you. So Libra, let's see. Libra is the kidney function, okay? Libra is the kidney function, so balance, social interaction, and fairness. All right, Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd could be relevant. Maybe you're getting questioned by some federal agents, okay? Let's move on. The sun is here. The sun is here saying, I rule over all Leos. So we got some Leos that could be getting questioned by some federal agents, okay? First quarter moon, new growth, achieving goals. So focus on your new growth and achieving your goals. So far we got the Libra and the Leo out here. Leo represents, let's see. Leo is the heart. All right, Leo, I should have known that. Leo is the heart. All right. New growth and achieving new goals. We got Sag out here. Come on, fire signs. Sag is out here. Sagittarius, you might be getting questioned by federal agents, or you might know of someone being questioned. All right, adventure, optimism, and communication. Focus on that. We have the dates November 22nd through December 21st. And the Sagittarius is the hip region. Capricorn. We got the Capricorn representing the skin and the knees, all right? Capricorns, you could be getting questioned by the federal agents. You could know of questioning. Ambition, responsibility, and practicality. December 22nd through January 19th. This questioning could be happening around the spirit of the South, or did happen during the spirit of the South during the summer, or could be happening with the upcoming summer. Something could have happened around the summer to where you're being questioned about that. Spirit of the South, you got passion, creativity, abundance, trust, positivity, warmth, fire. Got 2 fire signs out here. All right, direction of transformation and vitality, guidance from the universe. All right. All right, we got portal number 7 coming on out. Leo, happy on there, Leo. Roar. Leo out here could be getting questioned or could be knowing of someone being questioned. Focus on your creativity, your charisma, and your self-expression. July 23rd through August 22nd. Saturn, you're being questioned, okay? Someone could be in a Sagittarian energy, all right? Focus on grounding your dreams into reality, all right? Be disciplined, have responsibility, and focus on structure. Crux constellation came on out, or Crux. Smallest constellation, 4 stars in the cross. Smallest constellation, Southern Celestial Hemisphere, Southern Countries, Southern Cross, okay? And portal number 369, that was 9. Here's an extra one. You got a Virgo in the energy. Brown bear, okay? Brown bear. Virgo, brown bear is your spirit animal, and Virgo, let's see what you represent in the body. Virgo is the abdominal area, the sacral. All right, so that was actually 10. Let's do 13. You know, it got to be 4, 9, or 13 with me. So that's 10. Here's 11. We got Taurus in the energy. Taurus came on out. Could be getting questioned. Virgo and Taurus, don't forget about that part. You could be getting questioned by federal agents, or you could know of someone getting questioned by federal agents. Someone you know might be getting questioned by federal agents, okay? Focus on stability, practicality, and sensuality. April 20th through May 20th. Hydra constellation came on out. Look at that. We got 2 constellations that came on out that are being questioned. You could be from the Hydra constellation and the Crux constellation. You're being questioned by federal agents. We're all walking galaxies. I represent Lyra, I believe. Anyway, the Hydra constellation straddles celestial equator. Okay, the biggest constellation of the 88 modern constellations. Water snake and Babylonian. Okay, and here's our 13th. The equator came out. Right? The equator represents like ma'at, balance, justice, right? So with all that being said, with everything that came out, questioning with the federal agents and things like that, the equator came out representing balance. Focus on balance, okay? Focus on the equilibrium between day and night, okay? Focus on harmony in nature. On Earth, noontime, sunlight appears almost directly overhead every day, year round, okay? Subsolar point, moment of balance, perfect equilibrium of light and darkness, okay? Oops. Hydra constellation just fell out my hand and turned in the reverse. Ooh-wee, what's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? I ain't gonna get too deep in it. Ooh-wee. Okay. Let's get some music coming on out. We're gonna get some music on out here. Got some music. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Yes, no, maybe, and universal laws. Alright, so let's get the music out. What is the music going to say to us? The music and rhythm. What has the music and rhythm got to say to us, beloveds? We're going to get into that, okay? I got some more songs and artists that I'm going to put inside of the music category. All kinds of genres, you know what I mean? So be prepared for that. You can have some classical music coming on out, rock music coming on out. I already got rock music in here, pop music. You can have Indian music come on out. You know what I mean? Oh. Okay, so the music knows about secret human trafficking. Federal questions revolve around maybe some musicians that are involved with secret human trafficking. Take it how it resonates. Federal agents is on that ass if that's possible. If that's what's happening, you best believe it. It is the time of truth now, right? Illusions are broken. Age of information. All truths are being revealed. Oh boy. Let's get to the bottom of the music and let's see. The music said you wanted to stand out, like Tevin Campbell, you wanted to stand out with your lovers and friends. So now you're being questioned. You're being federally questioned by federal agents involving this secret human trafficking. You wanted to stand out. Tevin Campbell, A Goofy Movie, April 7th, 1995, November 12th, 1976, Dan Rounds. Quincy Jones, 1989, Bobby Humphrey, 1988, Daryl Simmons, Babyface, 1993, 5 Grammys, 5 U.S. Grammys, $37.6 million, Buena Vista, Walt Disney Pictures Television, animation, $18 million. All right, that's Tevin Campbell standout. Any of these entities could be involved in federal questions involving secret human trafficking. The music is speaking out. We got Lovers and Friends. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys came out yesterday. You could very well be involved in some human trafficking. Who am I to say? This is how the portals are opening up. You're being federally questioned, or going to be, or you know of those being federally questioned. Lovers and Friends, November 9th, 2004. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, Usher, Ludacris, Atlanta, Georgia, 1995 through 2005. 2024 Democratic National Convention, BME Chapter 2 Bankruptcy, Kings of Crunk, Headquarters, Universal Republic Records, NHL, Hartsfield Jackson Airport, San Francisco Bay Area, As Above, So Below, Lil Bo, Big Sam, Michael Sterling, TVT, and Black Market. The song Natural is out by Imagine Dragons. This house of mine stands strong. I know that's right. So whatever's going on with this whole human trafficking situation, we have natural leaders out here, all right? You have natural beings out here who are speaking truth and bringing light to a lot of situations, right? Again, we're in the age of information, right? And their houses are standing strong. Shout out to the Imagine Dragons as well. All right. But also, I know that you all... Okay, so with music, a lot of these artists have different personalities, right? So who you see them as the musician, they have another personality and another personality and another personality. With that being said, Imagine Dragons, could you be involved in cases around federal questions involving human trafficking? Right? I love your music. A lot of us like a lot of music out here. It's the music, it's the message that we love, but you as the artist, right? What involvement could you have That's what this is. Demons. Imagine dragons. No matter what we breed, we still are made of greed. Demons. So we got federal questions arising around this human trafficking, y'all. With this music, y'all. I feel it a lot. Okay. Eye of the tiger is here. All right, you got the eye of the tiger here, and it's time for them to get low. It's time for them to get low. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, that's twice you came out. Imagine Dragons came out twice. You got the eye of the tiger on that ass, on that tail. So it's time to get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the windows, to the walls, to the walls, to the feds drop down them walls. Tell all y'all bitches crawl. Time to get low, baby. The eye of the tiger is on your ass. So even if the federal agents ain't got you, you got the eye of the tiger on you. Let's look up what that means real quick. Eye of the tiger. All right, eye of the tiger, determination, focus, and resilience. The spiritual meaning of the eye of the tiger symbolizes determination, focus, and resilience. It represents the ability to maintain intensity and clarity while facing challenges, much like a tiger hunting the prey. Ooh-wee. Get low, get low. All right. So you got the eye of the tiger on you, and y'all trying to get low, or y'all better get low. Trying to make sure your hands clean. Hands clean by Alanis Morissette. But you got to go through the climb like Miley Cyrus had to. It's the climb. Can't get away with this one. No. You understand? Everything comes to light. You just got to stand on it and do it. You have to become numb. You have to become numb like Linkin Park. And focus on the three little birds. Pitched by my doorstep. Hey. And they were singing sweet songs. They're giving you the truth of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Ooh, ooh. It's time to stand on whatever you've done. You wanted to stand out, now it's time to stand on it. Stand on it and tell the truth. The truth is already here. The eye of the tiger is on it. All right, now it's time you want to become numb. Right? You want to become numb to the situation. But the three little birds is at your doorsteps like, no. You need to listen to the words in the story. Okay? And a lot of you all out there need to listen to the words within these stories that has been turned into music. Okay? These are storylines. These are stories, y'all. They telling you exactly what's going on in their lives and around. Right? What frequency are you on to where you're able to hear these messages? Are we still twerking and doing the Dougie and everything, which is cool, but understand and overstand what these lyrics are telling you. I don't judge any of them. I listen to it all. Portal number 9. So listen to the words in the story, all right? Because it's telling you about this secret human trafficking stuff, that the federal questions that they're being questioned about. Now they like, ooh, yeah, they hating, but they broke. Nah. And you like, but I promise. You got some of y'all like, ooh. Yeah, because you got to tell the truth, and you probably got to, somebody in the ear tell me, I promise. Don't tell I promise you the world. Coming in the night, I just wanna ride with you, hey, hey. Maybe you and I can have a good time. Tell me what you like. Ooh, ooh. Yikes. Don't sign. When it comes to the music, yikes, don't sign. Even with the federal agents, think before you sign. Something's going on with this human trafficking. The music said they have misused my powers. Ooh, y'all listen. Ooh, this is the universal language right here. That's heavy judgment right there. The music wants you to know that you can make the music your reality. Again, it's what frequency you on. What frequency are you on to receive these messages? All right. You can play any playlist, but before you play that playlist, here's a quick exercise that you can do. Put on a random playlist. But before you do that, I want you to light an incense. All right, kind of get in a meditative state and allow spirit to answer your questions. So, for example, if you have a question about a certain family member, and you're gonna be like, Spirit, talk to me through the music. Let me know what intentions this family member have. Let me know if this family member loves me. But you want to kind of keep it at a one question type thing. You don't want to kind of jumble a bunch of questions in there. Keep it at one question and keep it at one focus point. One person, one question. And I guarantee you that music is going to deliver that answer to you. So you can make the music your reality. And portal number 13 with the music is the fake Jews controlled me. Oh shit, the fake Jews controlled me. Alright, so you got secret human trafficking. You got Jews that might be involved in that as well, using the music and the music artists to do this human trafficking. Again, they wanted to stand out. They didn't be they weren't natural. They were demons. But now the eye of the tiger is on that tail. Now they got to focus on the climb, and they trying to be numb. No, I promise you, don't sign, don't sign, don't sign, don't sign. They have misused the powers of the music. Okay, you can make music your reality, right? That was 13. I was going to do 9, but the music was just... It was talking to me like, keep going. That was 13, but this was 14. Her husband came out yesterday. Now she came out. Why? Why y'all so scared of Beyonce and them? Them jobs, though, everybody that's been dipping into that magic. The magic, magic, magic. You saw Sumerian and them came out earlier. Yoruba. All of them. So not only do they got to worry about the federal agents, they got to worry about these entities coming back on that ass. That's the crazy part about it. That's what's crazy about it. All right, we got ABCs and 1, 2, 3. Y'all done sold y'all whole bloodline out. Y'all comfortable with that. A lot of them are comfortable with that. Let's get into it. We got the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, baby. Coming on out. We're going to do 4 of these. Let's get to the bottom of it first. My bad. What's the bottom saying? We got the number 3, right? We got the number 3 came out, the letter CLU. The number 3, March, divine completeness, creative expression. All right. C, creativity, cycle, communication. L, lamb, love, lotus. U, utilize, ultimate, universe. Let's get it. We got the letters Q and P. Q and P. We also got the synchronizations of 555 and 5555. All right, transformation, major, exciting changes coming your way. Personal freedom, abundance, and warning, okay? So that's still, it could be in your personal life or it could be involving the federal questions, that's federal agents, those that are being questioned, right? Constitution, federal laws, and the U.S. treaties, those that are being questioned. It's time for transformation. Major exciting changes is coming your way. It could be abundance, and this is your warning. of personal freedom. And the fourth one is number 9, transformation again. Beautiful. The letters I and R. We got completion, endings, transition to new beginnings. All right. Intuition. I. Intuition. Intelligence. Insight. R. Radiance. Resurrection. Righteousness. Royalty. And look what was number portal 5. We're not going to pull it out. I'm just showing you. 1, 2, 3, 4 came next, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Spiritual awakening, personal growth, progressive steps, manifest goals, embrace life and new experiences. That was a freebie. Okay. We got your universal laws, and then we're going to get your yes, no, maybe questions. With the yes, no, maybe questions, keep in mind that these are questions that you want to ask yourselves, right? Hopefully the cards will pull out. The intent is for the card to pull out your answer, right? That's why I stopped putting it in the description what the answers are. I'm like, damn, well, if I tell them the answers, then they're already going to know. So in that portion, it's going to explain to you what you should be doing. Taking your deep breath in, right? If you already have your pen in your notebook, go ahead and write your questions down. If you know that you're going to be tuning into this transmission, have your 3 questions available. Confirmation, have your 3 questions available. Okay? But you want to take that time to keep that question short and simple, right? But be very descriptive. And if you can, say it out loud. And allow the portals to give you an answer to assist you with your ultimate final answer, right? Okay. All right, so we got universal laws that's coming on out, and then we'll get into the yes, no, maybes. Let's see what the universal laws have to say. One of y'all is crooked. Ooh, one of y'all was crooked. Ooh, one of the universal laws is crooked. One of them was folded on there. One of them was folded. So one of y'all are using the universal laws in a very crooked way, and you folded them. Some of y'all. Ain't just one. Oh. Well, we'll go ahead and take it. It didn't want to just slide on out. We got natural disasters. All right. Natural disasters are revolving around these federal cases, okay? With the Constitution, the federal laws, and the U.S. treaties. Divine guidance is here. Transformation. Awakening call. A reminder to live in alignment with your true purpose. We got A negative bloodline out here. Getting to the bottom of things. The A negative bloodline is out here. All right. Empaths. You're empaths. You have the ability to sense, feel, and understand beyond physical realm. You could be questioned. You could be getting questioned, or you could know of those getting questioned within your bloodline. Okay. You're the strongest during the full moon. You do dream magic, water magic. You can pick up on emotions and premonitions. Okay. You have everlasting wealth. Okay, so what I'm getting from this energy, or what I'm feeling from this is, whatever's going on with this federal questioning, tell the truth and you will have everlasting wealth. Okay, wealth doesn't necessarily have to be money. Okay, take that out of your mind. Freedom is wealth, right? Freedom is wealth, right? Legal jail. Okay, so somebody going to jail. I wanted to avoid that earlier on in the transmission when the very first portal opened about the federal jurisdiction and cases arising around it. I was like, oh Lord, Lord with the T. Somebody going to jail. So we got legal jail out here. Someone is feeling trapped and has self-doubt, right? So, or they were feeling trapped and created self-doubt, right? It symbolizes the consequences of actions not aligned with moral or ethical principles. Confinement, restriction in one's life. So you're going to jail so that you can get your life together, whoever you are. You got a twin flame. So maybe someone's twin flame is ready to go to jail for mirroring your twin flame. What? Mirror, okay, twin flame represents mirror for self-discovery. Two individuals sharing a single split soul. Understand more about yourself. Divine tool for soul growth and evolution. So you can take this in many different forms, okay? It could be absolutely you, right? Your twin flame can be inside of you, and you have put your other side in jail. Like, no, you have, like with me, for example, with me. I was being too negative and was overthinking, and I was involved in too much of other people's business, right? The inside of me wanted that negative stuff. Not to say that it was negative, but it was a negative impact on me because I was then not focusing on I. I kept putting all this information in, but I was not focusing on what I wanted, right? This twin flame could be a twin flame out there wilding, or it could very much be you, right? Demon angel, right? Needing that balance. There's something going on with the Federal Reserve. I mean, with the Federal Reserve too, but with the federal agencies and the governments and all this stuff, it's a lot out there going on. All right, portal number 6 is a divine protection is here. So divine protection is here with all this craziness going on, or all this reality being brought to light. I don't want to call it craziness. You are under divine protection. And that represents safety and security, right? You're shielded from harm. You can manifest and transmute with no problems from outside forces. That brings me back to the overthinking in you, right? I'm not bashing you. I'm not getting on you. I'm reminding you not to do that, beloved. Speaking from experience, it will tear you down if you stay in here too long. On the negative side, think of something. It's the moment you think of something negative, think of the positive aspect of that, and then build on that positive aspect of it. The universe and ancestors and spirits are guiding you because you put that work in. I know that's right. Portal number 7. Portal number 7. All right, we got I have not committed adultery. I ain't even out here doing the do out here. Okay. So for those of you all who are not even committing adultery, we don't do that. There's no need to do that, right? If people want to claim each other, like cling onto each other like that, and they want to claim each other like that, then so be it. There's too much spiritually and sexually transmitted diseases going around in the world for us to be clinging on to people in a sexual manner anyway. But if someone is in a relationship with someone else and they're not open to inviting you into their relationship, then move on. Do not force yourself and be a Jezebel or one of these narcissistic type of men, women, whatever, thinking that everything is yours and you can take stuff from people. You cannot do that. Okay, they're in a union and they've decided that, right? So don't do that. We have portal number 8. Egypt is in the U.S., okay? Egypt is here. Gateway to ancient wisdom and mystical insights. Interplay between physical and spiritual realms. Rebirth, transformation, a quest for higher consciousness. All right, portal number 9. I have not polluted myself, okay? Ooh. I was eating too many snacks. That's why I said, ooh, for me, I was eating too many snacks. All right, eating too many snacks. So, but yeah, and focus on not polluting yourself, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be what you ingest through your mouth. It's what you ingest through your eyes, what you ingest through your skin, what you ingest when you're reading, when you're watching stuff, okay? Make sure it's on an algorithm that's helping you grow. That's making you laugh in a positive way. Not that negative laugh where you're laughing at people being obsessively pranked to where they're uncomfortable type situations. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? My aunt has the final say. Ashe. I have not stolen from God's. Ashe. Law of contraction. And the final universal law we're going to pull out today is no more chaos. No more chaos, okay? No more chaos. You always want to make sure that you study the universal laws. Create your own laws and then study them as well. Once you have a guideline as to how you want to operate. We all need guidance, right? Ultimately, you have the final say so on what you allow to guide you. Don't attach. Do not attach. Do not attach. I'm saying that 3 times for myself. Do not attach. It's not good to attach, right? Or stay clinged or attached to things. Learn to let it go and let it flow. All right, so it's time for the yes, no, maybes. It's time for those questions. It's going to be 3 of those. If you get a maybe, that's exactly what you're going to get. All right? Because maybe the ultimate answer is up to you. Maybe you have to go within a little bit more. Maybe the universe is like, well, this situation is something that you can figure out. Take a deep breath in. Release. All right, here we go, y'all. Go ahead and throw that first question on out there. Throw that first question on out there, beloveds. All right, here's that answer. All right, so that was no, stop, don't. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Go ahead and ask yourself the second question. All right, here comes that answer. There ain't nothing there. All right, maybe rethink this option, okay? Third question. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Release. All right, here comes your answer. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. All right, so that is our transmission for today. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that just may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that we are connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever was sent to me, and then is sent back to its source because we are sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness are all cut and ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. We are sovereign. We are sovereign. We are sovereign. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, so now you want to say your prayer or say that prayer in increments of 3, 6, or 9 in order to make your manifestation, your dream, or your vision come alive. All right, babies, let's get this bell rung. Rock the bell. Ding, 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 ding. All right, thank you, beloveds. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, energies. You are now released. You are now released to go back to your avatars, go back to where your life form is originally at. You are not welcome here anymore. Thank you. All right, much peace, much light, much love, but especially much darkness.